Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Brooklands. Now, the scene you see before you isn't the Brooklands of 2012, but it's 1982. We've gone back 30 years, a time when the Tories were in power.
Rejoice at that news.
There's politics and lots of trouble down in the Falklands. Nothing really changes, does it? So here we are, 1982, and we've recreated an incident on the A3, the famous murder mile. Now, as I said, 1982, the Falklands, indeed the Falklands War as it was by this point, and the incident we've created today is between two vehicles. We've got the Type 101 Army vehicle, the big green vehicle you see before you, carrying important supplies down to Portsmouth. Now, according to what I have here, it's carrying some specialist military publications. One is called Razzle for the Army. If anybody here knows what that is, perhaps they'd like to enlighten us. And a few copies of Woman's Own for the Royal Navy as well. So we hope we can get that to them as soon as possible once we clear this up. Anyway, and the other vehicle involved is a Morris Minor. Who could be without the iconic Morris Minor in those days? Indeed, they can still be seen here at Brooklands. Anyway, so what you have is the incident. The collision has occurred, and we're going to call in various elements of the emergency services now to deal with it. The first vehicle before us this afternoon is a Ford Granada Mark 1, driven by the Sweeny. Sweeny told the flying squad of the Met Police. Here they come now, just going to come across the incident. You can see the drivers just going to pull up and see what's going on, make sure that there's nothing worth acquiring for police purposes, shall we say. Now, of course, the Sweeny in their day was one of the few armed policemen you can expect to see around London. There were no ARVs, armed response vehicles, in those days, so gun-toting policemen were very much tiny in number. As you can see here, the Sweeny officer is just talking to the drivers. And let's face it, it's all a bit beneath him, really. So what he's going to do is call for wooden top support. Wooden top's the old nickname that CID and the like gave to the uniformed officers of the Met and other forces. But hang on a minute, what's this coming down the hill? Oh, it's a nice Mark II Jaguar, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. He's obviously out for a nice Sunday afternoon drive, and he's not too happy. No, he doesn't like seeing the Sweeny car there. He obviously recognised, and the Sweeny recognise him too, ladies and gentlemen, and he's off. Listen to that sound, ladies and gentlemen. He goes back up the hill, and the Sweeny's going off in pursuit. There you go. Sweeny back on the job before they obviously find their way to the pub. Give him a big round of applause. So let's see the first two elements of so-called wooden top support, shall we? Coming down the hill now, the Austin 1100, the Panda, in the classic powder blue and white Panda colours that we used to see on all sorts of cars, really, all the way through to Austin Allegros and Ford Escorts in the latter part of the years before the Met went to their all-white and sometimes say boring colour scheme. So, as you see, the PC driving the Austin is going to talk to the drivers, start getting their details and find out exactly what's been going on. But as backup for him is a traffic CTAC vehicle, the Specialist Equipment Traffic and Collision Vehicle, formed on the classic Land Rover, as you can see coming down. And just listen to this. And so what you can't really pick up at the moment is a intra-wooden top politics, really. Obviously the beat bobbies, those that pound the streets as well as drive the Pandas, are really a lesser species to the black rats, the nickname given to the traffic police. You see there the driver with the white on his hat. I mean, he's a traffic officer. He sees himself as a far more superior being, so he's basically going to send the Panda on his way. That's it, off you go. And just listen to the sheer power of the Austin 1100, ladies and gentlemen, as it tries to make its way back up the hill. Now, while the traffic officer is just getting everything squared away now with the drivers, hang on a minute. What's that coming down the hill? Oh, it's a pirate recovery vehicle based on a Land Rover Mark III. It just happens to be passing. Fancy that. This one here, it's from the McAllister's vehicle collection, who always support the Mayday event. Now he's gonna stop and look at that. He's got an envelope. It's oh, look at that. Isn't that how nice, ladies and gentlemen? He's handing over what must be a donation to the Widows and Orphans Fund, which the traffic officer is gladly accepting there. How very kind that is. Now, anyway, they're going to get on and put a hook on the Moggy and hopefully prize her away from the Type 101. And that just about concludes our demonstration. Coming up next, you'll see basically how it should be done, the modern day, with Painshill Fire and Rescue, and they're going to have a nice set piece demonstration for you. So, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.